PC security issues. In this lesson, we're going to troubleshoot common PC security issues. For the CompTIA 220-1102 exam, there are a number of security related concepts that you'll need to know for the A plus certification. Now, these concepts will help you build a solid foundation if you decide to go further in your learnings in other security centered certifications. But even if your role will be centered around the A plus certification domains, being aware of security issues for the Windows system will greatly help you be a more knowledgeable professional. One of the things that you'll come across in Windows systems is the inability to access the network. In most cases, the problem can be attributed to either a malfunctioning network interface card or NIC card, improperly installed network software, or network hardware. When there is hardware or software component not working, you'll experience this and not will be able to access the network. So first, check the hardware. Make sure the NIC card cabling is there. Make sure it's plugged in. If it's wireless, is it connected to the network? Make sure it's connected. Or if there's a software involved to get that connects the wireless signal, make sure the software is working. In some situations, the failure to connect can be attributed to a malicious program. Malware can act as a proxy for the network traffic or browser redirection. Now, some malware will even change your DNS settings. So some things that you can do as far as to resolve this issue would be to restart the network services, or you could uninstall, reinstall, update that software application. Um, Roll back the updates. If you can isolate the hardware problem due to a faulty device driver, you have to go back to the original version of that. Desktop alerts. A desktop alert is a notification or a dialog box that is crafted to look like it was generated by the Windows operating system. Now, this is a crafty way of social engineering the user into becoming a victim. The malware is crafted to generate a pop up box that states there's a security error detected and that you need to call Microsoft or Windows support right away. When you call the number given, you're actually calling scammers who will try to sell you a software that you don't need. Now, this is a form of, again, social engineering. And this threat agent uses fear to intimidate users into calling us the support number. Other alerts will look as if they were a valid operating system dialog box, will try to coax you into downloading and installing malware. Some may even go as far as stating that if you download the software, you also agree to the end user license agreement. So be aware of these messages that pop up. Also, be familiar with ever operating system antivirus and anti-malware software that you have on your computer. So be aware of those pop-ups and be aware if something looks out of the normal so you can determine if it's fake or not. Fake alerts regarding antivirus protection. Now, these phony threats disguised as legitimate security alerts. These fake virus warnings are a nuisance, and if you're not careful, they can lead to real malware. Hackers designed this scareware to trick victims into clicking on fake virus alerts and inadvertently installing a real malware. When you receive a virus warning, you can verify its authenticity by checking the website of the antivirus software that you use or become familiar with the software that you use. There's also industry sites that you can get the status of the latest viruses, like cert.org, www.cert.org. They monitor and track viruses, or us-cert.gov. Another website is Semantic, www.semantic.com, security center slash risk and hoax. They can help you determine as far as what's real and what's not real as well. Altered or missing system or personal files. Now, sometimes in your situation, you have a software that's installed on your computer and it's actually malware that will delete key system files and that can wreak havoc on your system. It can stop basic functions like printing or other things from working. Now, also there's embedded or privilege level software. These are rootkits, and this targets sensitive information. It encrypts and hides information and files for payment, and that leads to ransomware. Now, Windows have a level of built-in protection for situations like these. You have the user account control. You also have what Microsoft removed the NTFS permissions. You also have the system file checker, what we talked to in the previous lesson. This is like a self-healing service that can repair and replace critical system files. And of course, there's your third-party software available, your antivirus and your anti-malware that can help isolate these situations and problems and fix these and remove those items from your computer. Unwanted notifications within the operating system. Another popular method of distributing malware is by using a browser push notification message. The user will browse to a malicious site, and then the user will be coaxed into allowing notifications from that site. But once this is allowed, the site can push notifications to the operating system and create notifications that look like it's coming from the operating system, when in fact it's coming from a malicious threat actor. Now, use of the operating system notification is a well known attack aimed at coaxing the user into installing malware or pushing advertisements to the user. So be aware of this method as well. The best way to prevent this is, your anti-malware software that's on your computer. User education, know about these ways of distributing malware to users, and review the installed applications on your computer. Be familiar with those, because if you see something that's not familiar, that should alert a red flag that you know that you probably need to do a scan of your computer with your anti-malware or antivirus software. OS update failures. Failed updates from Windows can often be traced to misconfigured settings. These settings can also cause the operating system to report that an update needs to be installed when it has already actually been installed. Now, the best solution here is to find the error code being reported in the Windows Update Troubleshooter. Solve the problem and try to download the update again. Now, to access the utility, you click on the Start menu and select the Settings app. Once the Settings app opens, select Update and Security, then click Troubleshoot, then Advanced Additional Troubleshooters, and finally choose the Windows Update. And again, this can help you as far as troubleshooting what caused that update not to download properly or install properly. Also, Microsoft has published common problems that should be checked as well in the following URL. So you can check there as far as common reasons why the updates fail to happen. Browser related symptoms, random or frequent pop ups. Your system may be infected with malware or rogue pages is minimized and that you don't see, and it's serving up the pop ups. Reboot the system. This could resolve the problem. If it doesn't, scan your computer with your antivirus or anti malware software. Certificate warnings, expired certificates, or trust related issues. Websites may not be trusted. You can still click through those, but they may not have the padlock showing that it's a trusted site. Know what sites you're connecting to. Sometimes it's the correct date and time is the solution that needs to be adjusted on your computers. That can affect the certificate warnings. Redirections. Farming is a form of redirection where basically you're going to a legitimate site, but it's redirecting you to another site. Forms of protection here would be to maintain your system updates and make sure your antivirus and anti-malware software is updated, and also training to know what a malicious looking site or a redirect looks like. In this lesson, we learned about different symptoms that you may come across in your Windows PC security. Unable to access the network, desktop alerts, false alerts regarding the antivirus protection, altered system or personal files, missing or renamed files, unwanted notifications, and update failures. And we also looked at different ways of browser related symptoms as well, and what to do to how to rectify and protect yourself from those. I want to thank you for being a part of this lesson, and I will see you in the next lesson.